AI email customization, best practices for impact. Why AI email customization is suddenly non-negotiable. If your SDR team feels like it's sending more outbound than ever and hearing back less, that's the new normal in B2B. Across large datasets, average cold email performance lands around 36% opens and 7% replies, and campaigns that skip personalization can fall to roughly 1.7% replies. The takeaway is simple. When relevance drops, the inbox doesn't kindly circle back. It ignores you. At the same time, the market is moving toward AI, whether we like it or not. Roughly 57% of B2B marketers report using AI in email campaigns, and 49% use it to help create email content, which means your prospects are already seeing more AI-assisted outreach in their inbox. The winners won't be the teams who send the most AI-written emails. They'll be the teams who use AI to do better research and write sharper, more specific messages. That's where AI email customization fits in. Not as a replacement for your SDRs, but as a research and drafting co-pilot that helps your outbound program sound like it did the work. When we deploy AI well, clean data, tight targeting, strong deliverability habits, and a human review step, it's realistic to move response rates up by 200 to 400% versus generic messaging, without turning your cold email agency motion into robotic spam. What AI customization actually means in B2B outbound. AI email customization isn't mail merge. It's the combination of usable data, firmographics, role, tech stack, buying signals, decision logic, what matters for this persona right now, and language generation, turning the insight into a short, natural message. The goal isn't to impress prospects with novelty. It's to make each email feel grounded in their reality. The business case is bigger than vanity metrics. McKinsey has found that companies that excel at personalization often see 10 to 15% revenue lift, and the leaders can generate meaningfully more revenue from personalization than slower-growing peers. In other words, personalization isn't a copy tweak. It's a growth lever that affects the whole funnel. Those numbers explain why AI customization is worth doing, but also why it's easy to do wrong. If AI only swaps tokens, hi Sarah at Acme, it won't change outcomes, and it can actually hurt if it encourages more volume and less thought. The standard we aim for is context-rich personalization that increases positive replies and meetings, not just opens. Start with data hygiene before you touch copy. AI is only as good as the inputs you feed it, and most CRMs are messier than teams want to admit. Before you roll out AI-generated first lines, clean the records for your top ICPs, normalize industries, standardize job titles, verify domains, and make sure territories and employee counts are accurate. This is the unglamorous step that prevents embarrassing errors and keeps your outbound sales agency motion from looking careless. Good data hygiene also enables segmentation that actually changes performance. Benchmark sources show personalization and segmentation can move engagement substantially, including claims of 82% more opens for personalized emails compared to generic bulk sends. Even if your exact lift varies, the direction is consistent. Tighter targeting plus more relevant messaging beats bigger lists every time. Operationally, we recommend setting one concrete pilot target tied to pipeline, like increase positive reply rate by 30% in one vertical over 6 weeks, then measuring against a control group. That discipline matters whether you're running an in-house SDR team or considering sales outsourcing, because it forces the program to prove real lift before you scale send volume across domains. Design a template that AI can customize without going off the rails. High-performing AI personalization is usually layered, not freeform. The fastest way to protect voice and deliverability is to build a master template with defined slots that AI can fill. Subject line, first line, problem framing, proof point, and CTA. Your best baseline messaging stays intact, while the AI handles the part humans struggle to scale: light research and context writing per prospect. The highest impact shift is to personalize the problem, not the greeting. A first name token doesn't earn attention. A role-specific pain statement does. When your email references a credible trigger, hiring velocity, a product change, a new region, a tech stack clue, and connects it to the business problem you solve, you earn the right to ask a question, even in a cold email. From a workflow standpoint, treat AI like a drafting engine, not an autonomous sender. We like a simple guardrail. AI generates, humans approve. That final mile review catches hallucinations, removes anything creepy, and keeps your brand voice consistent across an outsourced sales team, an internal SDR function, or a blended model supported by an SDR agency. Use AI to deliver insight in the email itself, not just to ask for time with better wording. Replies and meetings. Start small and prove lift with controlled testing. Split one persona or vertical into a control group, your current best template, and a test group, AI customized messages. Then compare positive replies and meetings booked over 4 to 6 weeks. Opens and clicks can help diagnose issues, but they're not the win condition, especially with privacy features that distort open tracking. Focus customization on 4 levers first: subject line, first line, problem framing, and CTA. There's evidence that personalized campaigns can drive 46% higher opens and 50% higher CTR than non-personalized outreach, but only when the personalization changes substance, not just surface tokens. In practice, that means 1 or 2 high-signal details per email, then a clear, relevant ask. Finally, keep deliverability in mind as you scale. AI can help by increasing relevance and engagement, but it can also hurt if it pushes spray and pray volume. Cap daily sends per domain, keep copy consistent in structure, and avoid spammy phrasing. These fundamentals matter whether you're running cold calling services plus email or operating as a pure cold email agency. AI personalization backfire. The most common mistake is shallow personalization that screams automation. First name tokens, a generic company compliment, or a copy-pasted LinkedIn reference. Buyers spot it instantly, and the result is predictable. Reply rates slide toward the no personalization baseline, around 1.7% in large cold email analyses. The fix is to personalize what you're saying, not who you're saying it to. The second mistake is removing humans from the loop. Fully autonomous AI sequences can be wrong, off-brand, or too personal in ways that trigger complaints at scale. Put guardrails in place: a style guide, a do not mention list, health details, family, non-professional social activity, and weekly spot checks where managers review samples and feed lessons back into prompts. The third mistake is chasing open rate as the primary KPI. Opens are noisy and easier to game than pipeline outcomes, so they can lure teams into clickbait subject lines that don't convert. Anchor your reporting on positive replies, meetings set, and opportunities created. That's how you keep AI customization aligned with revenue, whether you're a B2B sales agency leader or running RevOps internally. Optimization. Make performance compound, not just go up. Once you have a working pilot, you can optimize without increasing risk by tightening feedback loops. Run a weekly QA where you review a random sample of AI-customized emails, flag the best examples, and identify failure patterns: wrong assumptions, overly long openers, vague CTAs. Then update the template slots, prompts, and data rules so the next week's output is objectively better than the last. This is also where AI-powered micro-insights become a differentiator. Instead of, "Can we grab 15 minutes?" use AI to generate a mini audit, a quick benchmark, or a tailored recommendation that's valuable even if they never reply. When your outreach delivers insight, you stand out in inboxes where more teams are using AI and where generic AI pitches are making buyers skeptical. Don't forget channel coordination. If you're combining email with B2B cold calling services, align the insight across touches so the cold callers can reference the same trigger and problem framing. That consistency increases trust, improves conversion from connect to meeting, and keeps your outbound sales agency or internal team from feeling disjointed across channels. A practical rollout looks like this. Clean data for your top ICPs, launch one controlled test, and scale only what wins. If you do it right, you're not just chasing engagement, you're improving a channel that still returns about $42 for every $1 spent in B2B, so even modest gains in replies and meetings can translate into meaningful pipeline lift. The point is disciplined iteration, not more sequences. If you're deciding whether to build or partner, be honest about your internal bandwidth. Building requires data pipelines, deliverability expertise, copy standards, integration work, and ongoing QA, work that many teams underestimate. For many organizations, partnering with a sales development agency, or SDR agency, is faster than hiring and training internally, especially if the goal is to stand up a reliable outbound motion in weeks, not quarters. At SalesHive, we've built this process into our outbound engine: list building and enrichment, human-led strategy, and AI-assisted customization that stays on brand. Our team uses our internal platform and eMod, our AI email customization engine, to turn proven templates into context-rich emails, with human review built in to manage risk and protect deliverability. If you're evaluating sales outsourcing, an outsourced sales team, or even a cold calling agency partner, the standard to hold them to is simple: clean data, tight targeting, measurable lift, and consistent meetings, not just higher send volume.